Hey everyone, I'm Rick Stranko, owner of SpreadX, and I do website development and digital marketing. I run free audits on websites and marketing for small businesses, and Joe from a construction company reached out to me and wanted me to go over his stuff. I'm going to keep his company private, but I'll go through the audit and hopefully you guys get some value out of it. So the first thing I look at when I look at a website is it SSL secured? So that's the little lockbox next to the domain name in the top of the browser. Joe, you're good to go. For the rest of you, if that's unlocked, it'll say unsecured, and some browsers don't even let visitors go to unsecure websites, and Google will crush you, so you want to take care of that immediately. Normally it's just a small fee through your domain name provider that you can add that. Second thing I look for is ADA compliant. That's the Americans with Disability Act. So you need something on your website that can enlarge text, change colors, play videos automatically, go through the audio settings. It can get legal nowadays if you don't have that. Normally that's just for larger projects, but you just want to be safe and make sure of that, so everybody wants to be ADA secured. Joe, you don't have that on here, so I'll email you after and tell you a couple ways to get that on your site pretty easily. Third thing is small thing, but it's the favicon. So that's like the little brand name on the browser tab in the top of your browser, Chrome or Safari. It's not a huge deal, but if you build your website off of WordPress or Wix, anything like that, and you don't put your logo, it'll just put the generic logo. It looks pretty amateur, so you want to take care of that. It's just a good way to do some branding and let people know that you're on your game online. I also do site speed. Joe, your site was loading at 1.8 seconds. It's pretty good. It's not as good as I would like to see it, but it's probably not going to hurt you too much in rankings or with user experience. I like to get load speeds down to around 1 second. So for the rest of you, if you want to I just go to gtmetrics.com. You can plug in your domain name or whichever page you're looking at and see how it loads. Normally slow load speeds have to do with how the website was built, or large images, large video files that you can normally make smaller and compress and speed it up pretty quickly. I also look at what was used to build the site. So Joe, your site is built off of WordPress, which is perfect. That's all I use. I use WordPress for all my sites, or Shopify for any e-commerce sites. Those are the only two site developers all use, just because any new advancements that come out, Facebook does something, WordPress is going to add it immediately. The developers work together. If anything changes on Google, WordPress will have the live updates. You can advance quick, optimize. Nothing's going to outpace WordPress. Some of the other platforms, they might not add the advancements soon enough, or you might have trouble adding all the new technology. Next thing I go over is design and user experience. For yours, Joe, the design is a little bit outdated. Design isn't a huge deal for something like construction company, but this is your online, billboard or representation of your business. And so the cleaner the design, the new age, new tech look, will just make people take your business more seriously and know you're taking your online presence more seriously, which is where most people are going to find you nowadays. The most important thing with design, though, is responsive design. So obviously we build websites for desktops or laptops, computers, and then obviously now they go on tablets and mobile phones. And for most of my projects, 80 to 90% of the traffic is now coming through the phone. And I actually build 3 separate sites. So the user doesn't know they're on different sites, but I build out different pages for each one of those devices. And the reason why is because when you're on a computer screen, you have a nice big display, you want to show them cool videos, have your huge pictures. But if they're trying to contact you on mobile, they're probably just looking for quick information, what services, where you are, how to contact you. And you don't want any of those bigger design elements to get into the way of the user experience. So a lot of times on mobile, I'll remove some blocks, put contact stuff up top, and design specifically for that user experience. And for you, Joe, we could work on the mobile design for sure. It's just basically a shrunken design of your full site, and doesn't have the best user experience. Next thing I'll go through is your ranking on Google. So when I type in your company name, I want to see what comes up. Under your main listing, you have 2 sub-tabs, so that's pretty good. At least Google knows that is your company and you're the top ranker for that. I'd like to see a few more, maybe 4 sub tabs, which is the tabs underneath that go to the different pages. And what's most important is how much your domain name authority on Google. And so I also looked up some keywords, for example, like general contractor plus your area to make it local. And you weren't ranking on the first few pages, so we definitely need to take care of that because local businesses should be ranking for local searches. You're not in the map pack. That's the Google map that comes up on the search, which is a huge deal when people are searching in your area and they see where you're located, that you're in their area, and your quick description of your company. It's a huge trust factor, and they'll be more likely to click over to your site. The Google My Business is the other thing. That's when you search your company, and then on the right side it has all your business details. So it has your business name, some images, the location of it, your hours. You want to make sure you claim that. So right now, Joe, that is unclaimed for you. So you can see it says claim this business. That means you haven't claimed it. You want to claim that, add all your information, add all the information of the business. It'll just give Google more information of who you are, that you're trustworthy, that you're a real business, and what you should rank for. So I'd take care of that immediately. As for AdWords, that's Google's marketing platform. You have no AdWords running. For something like construction company, any service-based businesses, I would set up AdWords accounts immediately. First of all, when you pay Google, they will rank you higher organically, right? They know you're a legit business, plus they love when you're paying them for their searches. So definitely get your brand name in there on some searches, and also some of your keywords. So like a general contractor plus your location, you really want to be ranking for that. So take care of that. That would be the first marketing area I would start with. As far as social presence, so the couple social platforms I'm looking at for you are Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Facebook, your organic presence was low and you're running no ads. For you, Facebook, definitely want an organic presence. You want to be putting posts out there. You can link those posts back to your website when you get a nicer website built. As far as ads, that's kind of a future thing on Facebook, but Facebook has the best ads platform, the cheapest traffic. I do it for job recruiting for types of businesses or services, because you can put in the local audiences, you can get cheap clicks, a lot of traffic to your site, and then start doing some retargeting. Instagram, not super necessary for your industry, but I use Instagram for like construction companies a lot, like team building and trust and business development with the community. So you can put your different jobs on there, connect with the local authorities, that kind of thing, but not the most important thing for bringing in leads. LinkedIn organic is huge for you. So I would tell all of you to get on LinkedIn organic immediately. There is more attention than content, which is the opposite of Facebook. On Facebook, there's more content than attention. That's why all your stuff doesn't even get seen by your friends anymore. On LinkedIn, it's the opposite. There is more attention than content. So you can post stuff and it'll go past your connections and your users. They will start sharing your posts. They'll get seen by people in your area. It's if you get consistent with it, it's a really easy way to business development and drive leads. As far as the paid ads on LinkedIn, they're pretty expensive on LinkedIn. You can get very targeted with who you're going after, the people in certain positions and companies. So I would wait till the future. Once you get a funnel really tight, that's when I would start paying for LinkedIn ads. YouTube, you don't have any YouTube videos. Definitely not a necessity for your type of business, but something that's good to have. It's great to produce video content. You put it on YouTube, then you can embed it in your site and use it in other places. So those are the couple things I would work on. I'll send you, Joe, a full breakdown of this audit, and you can reach out to me anytime and I'll help you out with anything you need. For the rest of you, you can email me at rick@spreadx.com, that's SPREDX, or go to my website, spreadx.com/free-audit, and sign up, and I'll look over your site. And what I do, most of my contracts with small businesses, for $1,000 a month retainer, I will do all of your marketing, and for that price, I will build you a free $20,000 website. I only do monthly contracts because I don't agree with the industry. When you get a web development agency, they build you a site and then they're gone, or you're on a small maintenance contract and it's hard to improve your site. New tech comes out, you can't do it, you have new ideas or new marketing programs. In my opinion, as long as the business is up and running, your website should be changing, right? Constantly adding new stuff, adapting with the business, going after new marketing techniques, and also, advancing with new technology. So I only do monthly contracts and I build the website. It's just a tool that I can use to then run people there, run traffic, so whether you need leads or just want people to look up your business and get that trust factor and that wow factor. So if anybody's interested in that,